Yeah, that's how we do it.
I look pretty
gotta,
cool.
That's
gotta get
so cool. That's really
On
good.
screen, though, I feel like a nerd outside.
That's movie magic, right?
Oh yeah. Gotta set the scene. Gotta get us pumped up, baby. Because what? This channel's all about celebrating martial arts and action cinema, baby. That's right. And I have a plethora of awesome, badass guests in the house. And we will start with the queen herself up there on top. Introduce yourselves, Maria, to everyone watching right now.
Hi, I'm Maria Tran, actor / martial artist / filmmaker / cultural practitioner. Grew up in Sydney. I'm Vietnamese, but also live partly in Sydney and also Las Vegas. So that's what I'm doing. And I want to do more indie stuff, nano budget, action genre. That's my thing.
Nice. Welcome. And here he is, another legend, Takashi. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Takashi. Thanks for having me today. I'm Takashi, co-director, actor, producer of the Echo 8, and I'm currently living in Las Vegas. Ooh.
All right. Copy that. And the writer herself. Here she is. Elizabeth, welcome.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth H. Vu, and I'm the screenwriter and producer of Echo 8. I'm currently in Sydney, and the weather is 23 degrees, nice and cloudy outside. Yeah.
Copy that. Welcome. Keep warm over there, drinking that hot water, right? Yeah, that's how we do it. Awesome. Well, we're gonna get into Echo 8 a little bit later here, but first we got people in the chat saying hello. We got Psych Long Hair saying let's go. Oh yeah, you got people excited here. Brian Sanchez throwing it up. He's excited, and someone you may know, Therese Chan in the house. What's up, Therese? Shout out to her and David. That's right, from Silver Harvest Productions. Yes. So we're gonna lead up to Echo 8, but I thought let's have some fun here a little bit and talk about some of your previous projects just for fun, so that way the live audience can get to know you guys a little bit more. So I'll be putting up on the screen here different projects. But first, Elizabeth, how did you get the bug? Like, when did you get the bug to be a writer? When did that happen?
When I was 16, I was watching a film called Bridge to Terabithia, which is a children's film. And I found the ending incredibly so depressing. And I watched it with Maria, and she was like, "Why don't you be a screenwriter?" Because I wanted to be a novelist, but I found it too difficult because there were too many words. Right? I don't have that much stamina to write a novel. So I was like, "All right, let me just try screenwriting." So I looked up on the internet all the screenplays, and I was like, "It's not bad. Just screen heading, description, dialogue." Okay, and I kept doing that for years and years and years. And it wasn't until 2016 when I started to get my scripts out on the internet. And that's
All right.
when I started getting my short films produced, and that led into feature scripts. Yeah.
Nice. Yes. And congratulations on your success so far. That's right.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some future success I see coming for sure. But talk about some of these projects right here that you've done already. I mean, you have a lot done already underneath your belt here.
Yeah. So, okay, a lot of those people that I work with, I've never met before. I met them through Craigslist, Reddit, just social media, basically.
Yeah.
With Into the Dark, I met the director Joseph Muhammad through Craigslist. He was looking for a psychological thriller script, and I had what he wanted. With The Perception, in I would say August 2016, I had just turned 24, right? And I'm a little bit superstitious. So that was a year of the monkey, right? So I was like, oh, this must be my year of luck. If I'm going to make it, it's this year. So I wrote a feature script called The Perception, which was based in one house, 3 characters, budgeted for like 10K. And I found these lovely producers on Craigslist. And yeah, they read it in a week and they loved it. And then they were like, they got me on back then it was Skype, not Zoom, got me on a Skype call, and they read it and they're like, oh, yep, we're doing auditions next week. We want to sign, And I was like, wow,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bug continues. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of the stuff that you were involved in already is thriller, a little bit of horror. Do you have a passion for thrillers, mysteries, and horrors? That genre period?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of horror films. I've been watching horror films since I was like 8 years old.
Yes.
I would watch it and get scared, but I would still watch it
it's fun.
Maria doesn't really like horror films, and Takashi, he doesn't like horror films either. So I'm always trying to get them to watch horror films. I'm like, oh, watch it with me. I'll make it up.
You gotta break them in easy.
I'll say, oh, it's an acting exercise or something, but not really.
What's some of your favorite horror movies?
I love The Shining.
Yeah.
I love The Shining. Actually, yesterday I was listening to the theme song, and Maria came over, and she was like, "What's this noise? It's so creepy." I'm like, "The Shining."
Nice. Yes, you have great taste already. Yes. And we celebrate that here too. Horror movies as well. Oh yeah, we do it all here. Maybe in the future you'll convince Maria and Takashi to do an action horror movie. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it happening. Oh man, but let me get to the power couple right now. That's right, the tag team champions over here. Takashi, how did you get into the industry, and how long have you been a martial artist?
I was born and grew up in Japan, and then from my childhood, I grew up with sword fighting, all the martial arts. It's very natural for me to how I grew up. And then once I graduated university, I left my hometown and moved to Tokyo. And I've been working, went to the acting school and started more like theater performance. And then I doing acting in Japan, Tokyo, about 7 years. And in 2016, and I moved to Sydney, Australia, because I wanted to do something international. So then after move to Sydney, actually get more opportunity for the film and the commercials and the short films or the indie film stuff. So I got more these kind of gigs started working on it. And also I'm tall and I can do martial arts background. And I was 2015, I did a wushu champion in Tokyo.
Wow.
And I got a championships. And then also I went to China for like Shaolin Kung Fu. I learned some of it. So that's my background. And then they're happy to hire me as some mostly assassin. So I keep doing the assassin's character or ninja or like that kind of stuff. But I really enjoyed. Yeah, so that's the beginning. And then 2021, me and Maria, we both moved to America, to the new land.
You forgot the part where we met.
So how we met is actually I was working on one of the short film, like action short film stuff. Well, actually, it didn't happen, but I helped as an associate producer then. And then director wants me, hey, I really want to work with Maria. I never met Maria before, but we already have like over 150 mutual friends in Facebook. And then she was popping up my Facebook. Who is she? But I never met her. And then, okay, I tried to contact her. And then I went to her office. And then on the first day, when I visit her office, she's like really beefcake. She's sitting like this. She's the CEO of the company. Oh, you're Takashi. I'm the boss of this company. I'm Phoenix. I'm a Maria Trần. What are you doing here?
Overacting
Like, stuff. Nah. And then that's how I met her. But actually, she's like kind of a little bit acting, so she's an actress, I know. And then after that, we start hang and we get married. So that's the first time we met. Yeah.
Awesome.
Then we start, and after that, we start working together because I believe she's really, really her passion is exactly what I'm looking for, and they're all the same goal.
Nice.
So then we start working together.
Yes. All right, Maria, your turn. You got to get him back now.
Oh, what was the question?
No, I mean, like, how long have you been taking martial arts, and when did you get the bug to be like, you know, I'm gonna get into this filmmaking business?
Oh, yes. So martial arts, I'll be honest with you, I only got into martial arts because as a kid, I got bullied in school, and I was like the only Asian kid. And I remembered one time getting bullied and coming home, my parents found out, and they're like, you know, well, we got to put her in martial arts school or something. So they signed me up at the local Taekwondo sort of dojo, and that pretty much kind of like got me to be more confident in my body, in my voice, and really build a passion for sort of movement. And I think through that process, I felt like I started to get more confidence. But as I moved along in terms of Taekwondo, I realized, you know, as you get older, your body sort of slows down, you break down. I started to venture off in different martial arts forms just to see what it's like. But I realized I wasn't like competitive, like hungry. I think one of my last competition that I did, I remember I was sparring, and during that time, I only started to get into acting a bit, and I spent most of the time just like pulling the faces, running around, and not actually hit like kicking or punching.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, this is not a kung fu movie. You can just hit them, you know. It just got to me. I'm like, maybe I'm all show, you know. So I think for me, naturally, I got into acting. And I really enjoyed it. And I did a lot of different independent films in my local area. My local area was a place called Cabramatta in Western Sydney. It's seen as like the ghetto, the Asian ghetto. And at that time, there was another filmmaker who kind of put an ad in the newspaper saying he's making this big movie. And it turned out it was some guy with a clipboard out at the park. And he's just like doing his auditions. It's not a big shot, but, you know, I ended up working, like hanging out with him. And we made like a bunch of kung fu little clips, and then it eventually became a feature film. But this was 15 years ago. And at that time, to be honest with you, the community loved it. But when we gave it to like the film critics, they kind of looked at it and said, oh, it looks like a Fantasia. Like it doesn't look real. It looks like it's from China. Like this does not look like Australia. And I'm like, no, there are Asians. There are other ethnicities in this country that we need to showcase on the screen. And I think also the Kung Fu genre is still seen as very lowbrow, like, you know, martial arts is seen as like whatever, but people don't realize how much energy and craftsmanship that goes into it. But yeah, so I got into that as a hobby. And then I ended up working in different companies as coordinator positions, and also running lots of outreach programs for at-risk communities who don't have access to film or acting classes. And that was my thing. And then I started to realize, you know what, I can't work in the system. The system is always going to be like, oh, if you want to do action, just go back to China. I'm like, I'm not Chinese, right? Or just do documentaries. That's all we can do. I'm like, why can't we make stuff and not have to rely on the system? Mm-hmm. So then I started to come up with an idea of what if the community, it was community powered, that we make movies from that model. It's never been done before. You know, businesses, people who have never done acting, have never been in the film sort of field, are allowed to be trained and participate and make these very small budget, low budget pictures. And now Fast Track Echo 8 is pretty much the testament of that.
Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's and martial arts is beautiful. It's like you said, it is art, and it deserves more respect. That's right. And luckily we have talented filmmakers like all you three making it happen, showing the world what martial arts and cinema is all about. That's right. But for fun, talk about some of these other projects you've previously been in. Takashi, this one right here.
You picked this one.
Yeah, I got you. Am I good? Am I good? Every stream.
Oh my god! Thank you so much for picking. That's actually a fun thing. It's that completely. That's more like I want to. Don't listen too much. Thank you so much to pick up this. This is actually last year. I wanted to do something by myself to do some very small project around us, and then in Las Vegas, I want to expand in my community. And then I just called my friend. He's also a stunt guy and a martial artist. Hey, you want to do some collaboration? And why not? And then I just wrote a script in a couple of days and I shoot in 3 hours and then edit in 2 days and just release it. That's it. So yeah. And all the VFX. And also I wanted to try new VFX. So this story is actually inspired by Japanese comic book. I didn't, I didn't connect with them just for fan, really, like a homage, respect, right? And then I really inspired by this comic book, and then like really touching story. Okay, there's something I want to make similar one in short film version. Yeah. And then also this is my learning to how to make a VFX. I wanted to do the VFX. So and then just 2 days it worked out. So
nice. Yeah. That's. Man, you said 3 hours to do the script?
Yeah, 3 hours. We'll set up a light. Yeah, just 3 hours. Well, maybe just
and you
2
hours. Killed it. You got it done. That's right.
Yeah, and then take a photo, and then all the Photoshop I did it by myself. Yeah.
Hey.
Everything 2 days.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. Maria, this project right here.
Oh, this one. Oh gosh.
Love it.
We can keep going. We can move on.
I love it.
Oh, you're getting all the ones that we like.
Right.
But Ayoti. So Ayoti was a project where I was asked to come on board to do action directing, and I've never been on a project where you go on set and you're like, yeah, you're gonna do the action. There's no rehearsals. Like we just kind of rock up on set, and you're like, okay, you've got 2 hours to get this action scene happening.
Wow.
And then I'm like, okay, where's all the stunt people? It's like 2 people, and I'm like, you want like a bunch of people, like stunt people, and you've only got 2? How do I don't have a clone machine.
And also the director, producer, he said, oh, yeah, we got all the stunt experienced people on set. Don't worry. And then, okay. And then on set, and then asked talk to the people, what's the experience of the martial arts? Oh, yeah, I'm on the karate school. I'm going to take on the school. Wow. Oh, no.
So like, I think once I got on set, I was like, okay, we've got 2 hours, and I knew we had to deliver. Hey, Takashi, like it's either we go, oh, we can't do this, we leave, or we go, you know what, let's make this as a challenge. And I think with the hours that we got, we still were able to shoot, choreograph, work with, the actor who isn't like trained in martial arts to still look good. I think for us, like we can make someone who is not a martial artist look proficient and look at least like as if they can hold themselves on camera. And I think that comes from the acting side, but also like the directing side. Like you need to understand people's angles. And we worked very quickly. So for myself, when we choreograph stuff, and Takashi's very good at coordinating things while I figure out stuff, like, okay, this is what I want. He's good at like breaking it down for the performers and training them in that time while I figure out the angles. And when we shoot, I prep them for the performance and we get it in the can in 1 or 2 takes and we move on. So then, but I have to edit in my head. I remember the director's like, I don't know what we shot. I'm like, it's okay, Mr. Director, give me a hard drive, give me all the footage. I'll deliver you something back in the next 7 days. I did.
Nice.
And a lot of the shots became trailer shots as well, because I knew that, you can't just shoot action just on a wide, because you got to differentiate from a previs, a demo shot to something that's cinematic, and you need to understand the story, the tension building and the release of a scene. So that's what we're quite good at. Yeah.
All right. Nice. That's impressive. This one right here. Hong Kong Shogun.
Okay, I have this thing, I'll be honest with you, whenever I travel, I like to collaborate. So I'll be in Hong Kong and I'll know a couple of people and I'm like, hey, what if I connect them through making a ridiculous short film? And that film itself, like I was also the DP and it was quite hard. Can you imagine putting the camera there and then standing and then like reacting and then going back and playing back to make sure, it actually comes out. So that was happening because I didn't have a crew, right? So it's just like me and a little handycam making this thing with an extra person to help out. But I was roping everyone. So I'd be like, Michaelita, hey, do you want to be on this? I've got this character for you. I wrote you as the Hong Kong show guy. Like I just made some stuff up, crazy stuff, right? Wacky stuff. I'm going for wacky comedy, right?
It's fun, yeah.
And then yes.
Well, speaking of wacky comedies, this looks like a blast. This right here.
Oh, yeah. That one, Operation Kung Flu, is another crazy, wacky sort of short film that we did, I think, over 2 days. Was it, Takashi? 2 days there.
2 days shooting, yeah.
2 days shooting. I think it's like a 17-minute short film. We got several little action pieces in there. And that was a chance for me to, especially during COVID, there was a lot of issues that were happening in Australia. I think it happened worldwide as well. And instead of for me doing a documentary to address the issue, I wanted to do like a hyper reality that they have to, unfreeze this 80s cop to come back to fight racist crimes. You know what I mean? Why not?
Right.
Crazy idea. Right. But it was a short film that we did that actually got quite famous in Australia and was screened in like universities as a tool for anti-hate against racism.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was really fun. It was just a chance for me to
look at these characters. This looks wild. This looks like a blast.
Yeah.
Look at that. I love it.
Yeah.
How was it having a fight scene with Juju Chan here?
Oh, Juju. Hit Girls. Oh my God, that's like, it's been so long. I think that was like 10 years. I'm not sure now. But ages ago, right? And I remember Anthony Sito, who's like, he was one of my mentors in the very first stage. He still is. Yeah. And I knew he was coming to Sydney and Juju was coming along. And I was like, hey, can I do a film with her? And I remember him saying, well, yeah, okay, I'll ask her, but you need to have a script. If you have a script, then I can tell her and we'll see if we're going to collaborate. So, quickly wrote a script in 1 or 2 days, sent it to him. He says, okay. And for me, it's funny because I had to research. I'm like, what kind of character can I write her as? And I was Googling up and seeing that she's like a Paris Hilton of China kind of type. So I'm like, okay, write it into the script, really work with everyone's assets, and like we pulled it together. We shot that one again in 2 days, full on squibs.
Wow.
Like had to like design squibs and like explosions to come out at the butt. Like everything was like MacGyver. So there wasn't like professional like crew or anything. Everyone was coming in from different backgrounds, like engineering and like, woodwork or whatever. They came in to create stuff for us to have this short film. And it's interesting because I'm actually quite blacklisted in Australia sometimes because they're like, oh, how come you didn't do it properly? Where's your stunt coordinator? I'm like, it's an independent film. It's independently made. Why is people telling me that I'm doing the wrong thing? No one got hurt. So why are you now telling me that it should not have happened? I was like, just because you love it, you watched it and you're like jelly. I think that's how it is. Sometimes
that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
From the ground and then you haven't come through the system. And I call myself a bit of a povo filmmaker, like a poor filmmaker, but I'm still making good content. So that shouldn't be a thing,
Oh, well, the fight you guys had were great. Like that fight when you and her went at it, that was really entertaining. And I had a chance to interview Juju a while back. I had her here on the channel. She's a lot of fun.
She's fun.
But I have to show this because this was one of the one of the videos I came across and I was like, okay, who is this? This is amazing. Check it out.
一定要同你個新 partner 合作，你明唔明白？阿伯冇得如果，一定要合作 ，understand？
Yes, sir。
咪喐！ 開槍。
自己有嚟㗎。
嚇！
警察！CID。
Wow.
Yeah. You guys completely nailed it. I've watched this trailer like 20 times already.
Oh my gosh.
Completely nailed the Hong Kong 80s and 90s vibes in the Line of Duty 4.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tiger Cage movie. I mean, completely nailed it. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I had to share it with the audience watching right now. I had to share that.
Big shout out to Adrian Castro because he's been a part of my journey for like, I don't know, more than a decade. And that came out because I remember watching, you know, Andy Long Nguyen. He had like, he was one of the forefronts of doing these kind of like throwbacks, homages. And I think it was called the Yellow Zone. He made a short film, and I remember watching that. I'm like, oh my God, we need to do something like that, you know, in Australia. So we did. We ended up like creating this crazy thing. And Adrian Castro is a full-on like 80s geek. So he knew the shots and all that. And that actually ended up becoming a interstitial TV series called Tiger Cops, which we had Richard Norton as a part of it, that was on ABC iView. So this was kind of like the predecessor for that because it was on YouTube, and then, you know, executives found it, and then we end up, you know, getting some funding to make something bigger from this kind of thing.
Nice. Oh, I loved it. And Richard Norton, that's another legend.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I had an honor of having him on the channel too, chit-chatting with the old samurai guy. But I was definitely getting Moon Lee vibes from that. And speaking of Moon Lee...
Action star.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so what was that project? What is that?
That one's an adaptation of all the screen stuff I've done for theater. It was wild. So the whole theater show is about my journey trying to make a movie.
Yeah.
And it intercut between all these action sequences and also what was happening live on stage. Takashi was also part of the theater show as a co-director?
Associate director and also performer. Yeah.
Nice.
And also performer. So it was kind of like the real life experience of what I've done and how I'm trying to fight racism and all that stuff, but also trying to make these movies because I can't fit in mainstream, but it's on stage. So it's like was it a 60-minute show?
Like a 60 minutes, theater show.
Lots of monologues, lots of things being thrown on screen. I even talk about how my interaction with Jackie Chan when I first met him, because I did a really crazy doco called Quest for Jackie Chan, not thinking I was going to meet him, but I ended up eventually meeting him and telling him I'm on the quest to meet him. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm here. You know, like it's just really funny. And that was also a story that I presented.
We haven't released actually the footage. When you come to the theater show, at the end of the scene, actually you can see the full of the like a kind of 90s style action film trailer. You can see like we just watched a Tiger Cop, and then actually we shot with Adrian. He helped us. Then now he shifted the 90s style of this one action star, and then the audience can watch only in the theater show. So that's still confident we haven't released yet, but
it's a theater experience.
All like a die-hard looking
everything.
Action.
At the end of the
I'm suffering. I want to see it.
And with the VFX,
See
yeah,
what,
that's
what's
really
the whole
cool.
thing I was doing in the very beginning. You see all these scenes of me trying to film bits and you don't know what's going on with my team. And towards the end, you're like, oh, she's trying to make this thing, which is every badass, diehard, like, dude,
Yeah.
big white dude, kind of muscle up, like, but I'm sort of playing it.
Yeah.
Which is,
Oh, that's
I'm sitting
cool.
the guy. You know?
Maybe in the future you might release it. Maybe.
It would be
Yeah,
great.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Special feature on a Blu-ray or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. That's awesome. And chat's enjoying it right now. They're enjoying the footage. We have nice getting a thumbs up right here. There we go. Oh, here we go. Here's another filmmaker right here, Matt Merritt from Keep Forward Productions. He's a huge fan of your work. Looking forward to Echo 8. Trailer was awesome. Keep forward. Nice, Matt.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, I got fans showing up here. All right. But yeah, I had to show those two videos because it's just too much fun. But we're almost there. We're revving up. We're almost there to Echo 8. But Takashi, this project right here, Maria, Breathless.
Yeah. Breathless was, this is funny because as I said, everything I do, I try to rope it into film. So I got a commission, like an organization's like, okay, we need to do an anti-racism, like anti-smoking campaign, right? And I never wanted to make it boring, right? And I always kind of go, well, what if we make like a 3-part, like a web series that kind of interwoven into each other? And Elizabeth penned it. And we just kind of recycle all the people we know in our film and acting community to take part in it. So that was another process. But Elizabeth was the one who came up with the ideas of the story and how it.
At first, Maria pitched it to me. She was like, it's going to be an anti-smoking campaign. And I was like, can we make a horror? And she's like, no. Like, we can have like a cigarette chasing someone. It'll be great, don't smoke. But then she was like, no, it has to be something else. I'm like, oh, okay. So we just settled on drama, but it was a 3-part drama. Interwoven.
Yeah. Is that David on the poster there?
Yeah.
Oh, all
Yes.
right. Nice. Awesome. Keep Elizabeth. I still have faith in you.
So when
you're gonna do something horror. I have faith in you. Keep up a good fight. Go ahead, Takashi.
Yeah, so when we did the Breathless, and then actually Elizabeth, she quite impressed David's character. So when actually shifting to the Echo story a little bit. So when she writing a story of the Echo 8, we start thinking David's character in the film already because Echo 8 started writing after they finished the Breathless project done, and then we quite impressed David's acting. Yes.
Was it after or was it before? I think it was before, wasn't it?
No, we had a couple of people, but I was also watching because I think each time we make a project, it's also a chance for us to observe people and how do we work with them, what's some of the strengths and what's some of the weaknesses, and how do we move forward as we keep on making projects because it hasn't stopped. We haven't stopped making stuff. We get to do our personal stuff. We get hired to do stuff, but it's like there is still a demand for what we do, but we just have to figure out how to keep channeling it along to keep helping everyone to build skills, but hopefully get the big stuff in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen for sure. This one looks interesting. Takashi, are you still there? You still there, buddy?
Sorry, so the reception seems a little bit weak on my end.
We just got
can't hear you guys. Sorry. Hello.
Can you hear us, Takashi? Microphone check. Maybe bounce out and bounce back in, maybe.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Obsidian. Yeah. That's actually Takashi's first project. That's his baby. I'll just talk about it because he runs a thing called Acting for Mindfulness. And the thing with that, which I help support him on that as well, is that we want to try to make acting accessible. People who have never trained in acting can still participate. And the reason why we do that is, as again, if you can't afford training, doesn't mean you're not an actor. You can still get those skills. So through the process of Acting for Mindfulness, he was teaching a doctor. And after the course, the doctor was like, I want to make a film. I've got money. Can we make a film?
Yeah.
Here's money. Can you make it happen? And we're like, oh yeah. All right. And he plays the husband in the Obsidian film, but it was just a chance to make something cool, and we shot it I think in 2 days again. And we got someone's house who they donated to us to kind of utilize, and that was Takashi's first leading directorial debut on Obsidian.
Takashi, can you hear us now and see us? You still can't hear or see us, huh?
No.
Huh, that's weird. Let me,
Okay.
yeah, I told him keep bouncing out and bouncing back in. Maybe that's what's going on.
Yes,
But I'll ask if he's still here after Echo 8. I'll go back to this. That way we can hear him talk about it. But this one right here, what is this? Warrioress. I was like, what? Is that Cynthia Rothrock right there? What's going on?
Yeah.
I got to ask Maria about it.
Yeah.
So what's that project?
So after Echo 8, we got a chance to get it screened at this place called the Art Gallery of New South Wales. It's like the most like prestigious art space in New South Wales in Australia, right? And after that, they kind of pitched to us saying, well, what if we do like, more stuff? Like, well, they're doing an exhibition called Outlaw, which is about people, communities, organizations that are always operating outside of the fringe. And that's a lot of my work. A lot of my work always we're like outside trying to make change or trying to make some noise. So I said to them, with this idea of martial arts women, we don't really get representation. And there is still that we don't really get to be heard. We get to be seen, but there's always sort of like an expiry date. And when we get into motherhood or something, we kind of like just disappear. So I wanted to really hunt down some of the interesting martial artists from different fields in Australia and interview them. And it was a tough process because I got a lot of knockbacks. I didn't realize that women might be strong physically, but when asked about what they truly feel, there's a vulnerability that people don't want to put on screen. So the final people that we found were the ones that came to us and said yes, but it took a lot of time. But I also thought to myself, well, how do I make this project easier? What if I get Cynthia Rothrock? Like, that was my bucket list. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know how, but that was something I'm like, imagine if I got her, that everyone would say yes to it, right?
Right.
So at that time, she was doing a tour, in Australia, and I found out. So I kind of like did a bit of Google research, and I found an email, and I was like, I emailed her. But at that time, my show that I was on called Last King of the Cross on Paramount Plus, which I play a co-star role opposite to Tim Roth. So it was quite a sizey thing that was a part of. And I told her, this is what I'm on, but I'm also doing this other project. Would you like to take part of it once you're here? Right. And everything kind of fell into place, and we got her to be the first interview of this documentary to kick it off. And then after that, I went off and got all the other women, but it was amazing.
That is amazing. Oh yeah. Takashi's still having issues, but we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. We can always get him back in the future for sure. Get him back here. This is your second home, all three of you. It's your second home. You guys can come back anytime. But now we have arrived. And before I play the trailer, Elizabeth, yes, you helped write Echo 8. What was going through your head there? You were like, were there inspirations? Was it originally horror based?
No, unfortunately, no. Back in 2019, Maria was planning to make a short film at the end of the year, an action short film. And I was like, okay. I wrote her one called Flashback, about a time traveling toilet that every time you do a number 2, it goes back in time. Yeah, I don't know why.
Brilliant.
And then as the time approached to make it, Maria was like, okay, I'm going to start pre-production. I was like, why don't we make a feature? Because our dad is going to go to Vietnam and his house will be empty for the next 3 weeks to a month. We can use it to make a feature film. And she was like, oh, okay. But I know that she likes action, right? So I'm like, I'll do action for you. So I wrote it. She wanted like action, female-led assassins. That's all I got. So I just put it together, wrote Echo 8. At first, I made a short. I just took the first bit of Echo 8, the ending bit, and that was the original short of Echo 8. I gave it to Maria and Takashi, and I asked if they liked it. They're like, yeah, sure. Expand it into a feature. So the next probably week or so, I read it into a feature. They read it, they liked it. Bam, next month production begins.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Very
awesome.
crazy. We work so fast. Like it's
Yeah.
just phenomenal. Like even I think about, I'm like, at this rate, we look like aliens on this planet. You know?
Yeah, so fast.
Elizabeth, do you have any advice for future screenwriters?
I think okay. If when you write, you have to know, who are you writing for? Are you writing for yourself or for the audience? And there's this blockage I understand, because when I first started writing and I first put my scripts on the internet, there was a blockage where you were afraid of putting yourself out there. You were afraid of the feedback and criticisms you could receive, right? But you have to
Right.
get over that, because once you get over it, you get used to it, and then you just write stuff, get criticism, and you get used to it. You get into the flow of it, and then you start not caring what other people think. You start writing what you want to write, and so just keep writing, and you don't need permission to write.
Right. Just write whenever you get the vibe or the feel of it. Boom. Just start.
Right.
Yeah. You write it down in pieces. You could be out getting
on
something
your
to eat.
phone,
Yeah.
even on the toilet. Write it on. I don't know.
A lot of toilet references today. It's hilarious. Hey, we're having fun. I thought originally you were going to say if future screenwriters only do horror. That's right. Only do the horror genre. No, I'm just messing. But now,
let's in the toilet. Yeah.
There you go. Before I play the trailer, let's try our brother here. Takashi, can you hear us? See us?
Yeah. Just give me a moment. Just checking settings. I think the outage of the Wi-Fi all of a sudden happened here for some reason.
Oh.
Because you were doing a pretty impressive statue impression right there. Like you were just.
Give me a moment or something.
No problem, man. Hey, we're live, buddy. We're hanging out, having a good time. Don't worry about it, man. Yeah, we're just getting ready. It's actually perfect timing. We're getting ready to play the trailer. So, and then we'll go.
All right. Get ready. Sorry.
Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, baby.
It happens. Yeah, it happens in Las Vegas sometimes. Yeah.
It happens when you're live too. Technology.
Yeah.
But hey, we're gonna keep it moving. But here we go. Echo 8, baby. Let's do it.
Do you?
What?
Remember when you first got here?
Honestly, it's one giant blur.
Then what do you remember?
Give the order.
New mission.
The founder of TRNG was the target of an assassination attempt 2 nights ago.
She's not dead?
It may come as a surprise to you, Echo 8.
So it's more of a secret mission, is it?
Sometimes I don't know what to believe anymore.
Believe in Zodiac. Believe in Agent 5.
Find glory in all things.
You do know you're getting the short end of the stick, don't you?
What choice do we have?
We always have a choice. I just want to find my daughter.
Don't fail the mission.
I know everything.
Not everything. Good luck.
I don't need luck.
Hey, that's my line.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Echo 8. Yeah, I had to share that trailer around. I was like, this looks really good. And congratulations, for the film premiering at Big Bad Film Fest. I saw my man Takashi there posing. That's right, doing this thing. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Congratulations. And I'm hearing this is also doing the rounds. I'm hearing Little Birdie Urban Action Showcase Experience. Yeah, that's huge. Congratulations. And all three of you, congratulations on so far the film's success. I mean, it's got so many awards. I can't put them all up on screen because it's just too many. But so far, with you guys having these premieres and stuff everywhere, what location was this at?
Oh, that was our first.
This one's Sydney. Yeah, first premiere. Yeah.
That's in the area that we made the film as well. So yeah.
Yeah, that poster is really good. That is a great poster.
Oh yeah, Adrian creates all our posters. He's really
actually. We should release this white version too. I actually really like this one.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
We haven't released this one yet.
Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, congratulations on the success of Echo 8. Look at that. The chat right now. So badass. Oh yeah. More claps. There we go. That looks pretty awesome. That's right. Chat is enjoying it. But let's have some fun here and let's do a little trailer breakdown here. And we can hear a little bit more behind the scenes and creation of the movie. And let's have some more fun here. I'm having a blast. Let's go ahead and bring it up. There we go. Let me go ahead and I'll do it like this. That way you can blow it up a little bit bigger. There we go. But yeah, so Maria, how long did it take to film this again?
We filmed it, I think the first time we filmed the 12 days, and then we had to do an extra 2 or so days. So probably in all about 14 days shoot for this action feature, 90 minutes. And we made it on a budget of, like 8,000 US? Yeah, about 10,000 Australian. Yeah, 8,000 or 7,500 US dollars. Yeah.
Wow.
Very low budget, like micro. So everything had to be really planned out, and all of us had to either make sure that everything's really tight in the world of Kuwait. Yeah. And this trailer, I want to plug that Takashi edited this trailer because I had versions and it just didn't land. And I think it's always a group like thing. It's like, oh, Maria, trailer sucks. I'm like, fine. Let's get the best person to do it. Takashi.
Takashi, you nailed it, brother. You nailed it, my friend.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Rod has a question for you, Maria. He says, Maria, I'm always curious to know how directors/actors prioritize tasks in front and behind the camera during production. How did you do it?
It's, to be honest, it's been so many years of the little smaller projects. I've done so many short films that it's just an automatic thing. So I always, when I get into character, like it's really quick. And then once I'm done, I'm already thinking about all the other jobs and all the moving cogs and all that happening. So my brain works at a crazy frenetic pace. Like I don't even have time to kind of go, okay, what's happening next? I literally am watching on set to see what's going to flow and how it flows. And a lot of the people on my shoots are kind of like that. So we all got ESP. So we can read each other's minds. Whenever problems come to us, we're like, okay, how do we fix it? And we all kind of put our heads together to really just really get the job done. I think one of the fight scenes in Echo 8, it was one of the fight scenes we shot in only 30 minutes. How crazy. I remember.
Wow.
You want to tell us about that story? Because I always remembered that we were told that we don't have 2 hours. We only have 30 minutes. We have to bump out. And yeah.
Impressive. You know, as many more. Go ahead, Takashi. Go ahead.
Fast track. So, well, for the Echo 8, because I'm also the co-director. So whenever Maria is on the camera, I'm either behind the camera, I'll get as a directing. And then I'm on the camera, Maria's behind the camera. This is actually, she gave me direction. So kind of switch off and off. And then sometimes we get, okay, this scene just Maria directed, and maybe this, and I just keep directed, quickly shots. And so we just share the task at the same time. Also, when I remember, or even actually, I missed a chance to talk about Obsidian. Obsidian, I was directing, and also I'm doing the lead character. I didn't have time to build your emotions as an actor. So always think about the director, and when I start doing acting in front of the camera, switch in a second. But also because in thinking, we run out of time. We always run out of time. We have to shoot quickly, and then so in a bigger picture, we have to finish. That's get it done. So we don't have time to prepare my emotion, anger, sadness. No have time. Just do it. So and sometimes it's better acting. I noticed rather than think to prepare, it's a better acting. The Maria does same things too. So I think that's our Phoenix Eye style.
Nice. Well done. You got here we go. My boy Lee, giving the shout out right here from Film Combat Syndicate. There you go. He loved it. Yeah, Screen Hub loved it. I mean, this is great. This is phenomenal here. But as many martial arts and action and even samurai movies that I've seen, I'm gonna get to you, Takashi, in a second. Once we see you come back on screen, man, I can always tell somebody's badass. I can always tell, even with the simplest of movements. Yeah, and when I saw you pull out them swords, Takashi, I was like, this dude, I gotta see more of this guy. I have to. Yeah,
because he was that samurai.
Yeah, man, that's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we got some fighting in this parking lot right here. Was this difficult location and right here, this fight?
Yeah,
sequence?
it's a parking garage.
Yeah, it's a parking garage, but it actually doesn't look like that. So when we shot it, everything that we shot for the film, we had like Takashi had and Adrian had to work so hard to color grade it, because this scene here was actually originally all yellow. You know,
really?
It was all yellow. It was so yellow that we looked jaundiced, like we looked like sick Asians, you know, like, and there's a lot of color, like post-production to kind of fix it all up. Because we shot so fast, we don't have time to put up all the lights. It's pretty much like a DSLR or Blackmagic, come in with a gimbal and go. We get the shots and get out. Otherwise, the cops might come around or something like that.
Yeah, gotcha. This is a great shot right here.
Yeah. So this
was this also yellow background?
This one was just white. Yeah, this one was graded to this color, but it wasn't blue. No, yeah.
That looks great though. I'm wondering who that character is. Gonna have to watch to find out. Can you describe your character a little bit, Takashi, without spoiling it?
Oh, he's like a boss of like assassins group of the what it's called, like a manager of the district.
Gotcha.
Like a Western Sydney, Cabramatta, all the Asian areas, and he's also worked under the big, hidden underground organization. So he has to still work as an agent. Yeah, and then he has the two operatives, which is Echo 8 and Delta 1, and then do some very shady work.
Nice.
But they're really, I think they're assassins, but they don't have a big budget. So
yeah, they are poor assassins.
Was that the original title of the movie?
Poor assassins.
I mean, it worked though, because then we can explain the world. Like, oh wow, we don't see a building. There's not really other agents except for these two. It's a under budget, underfunded assassin organization.
He still drives a full on the brand new Range Rover, of course.
Yeah, but still, because that's the fun. But,
Look at your character right here, Maria. You're like, I need a raise. Come on, what the work I'm doing?
Yeah.
But now we're getting to the montage here. Now we're busting out the candy. That's right. The guns a blazing. Let's go. Yeah, this is a great scene too. This weapon montages never get old. They never get old. When our
actually,
protagonists
this scene help us a lot. Yeah.
What'd you say, Takashi?
This scene also Adrian, the director of Tiger Cop, he also helped us a lot. Like kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Who doesn't want to watch this? I mean, let's go. Let's get some excitement going. Guns are blazing. Yeah, Maria's ready. She's ready to go. Now, this little tracking shot here. Fight. Look at this fight choreography, man. Did you and David and Takashi, Maria? Did you guys do this fight right here?
This one would be David. That little sequence there's David. My sequence is myself.
And David and Trees. David and Trees.
David and Trees. Trees.
Nice.
David and Trees are Civil Harvest co-work. So we asked them to make the scene.
Yeah. So we delegated different scenes to different people to choreograph, and
I like that.
Yeah, it's really fun because it's collaborative,
Yeah, variety too. You have variety. Different action scenes have their own flavor. Yeah, look at this. Let's go. Oof, man, taking some bumps. I got to go back. There's so much action I can't keep up. Ooh, who went through? Was that you going through the window, Maria?
That was me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's my backyard sort of window, but it's actually not a window. It's all like, I don't want to spoil it, but it's CGI. But
movie magic window.
Movie magic. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You still got to go through it. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is the shot, Takashi. Soon as I watched this trailer and I saw the shot, I was like, what? Who is this man? Who is this man? This dude, I need to see everything he does now. Just for the simplistic movement. Boom, that's it. I can't wait to see this fight scene with
thank
you,
you
brother.
so much. Really appreciate it. Just only 1 second, and thank you so much.
That's it. I see. I got the eye, man. I got the eye. I know. Is this a long action sequence throwdown? Training montage? What do we got going here, Takashi? I know you don't want to spoil it, but
No spoiler, but this is more like a training scene, more like kind of maybe meditation moment for him. But I don't spoil anything. But
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sold.
you might see more sword fighting if you want to see on the next 5x5. I don't know. No spoiler, but
Yes, I saw that project coming up 5x5. Is that something definitely coming or?
Prequel. We've Elizabeth just finished writing the feature-length script for it. It took her about 1.5 weeks or something. She just powdered it out. But she's got like 2 more days to finish the sequel.
Yeah.
Because we're having a international table read on Sunday.
All right.
So then other people will give us feedback if what they think about it. And then by 2025, I'm shooting it back to back. So probably about 40.
Yeah, 5x5. Let's go. There you go, Maria throwing down bumps, flips, twists. Look at it. Look at that. You know, it's not easy to do what you guys do. It's not easy. Just the simplest of movements and emoting, because there's a lot of real martial artists that look boring on screen. You know, they're great at what they do, but they don't know how to emote. They don't know how to act. There is something to acting, action acting. There is something to that. You know, especially when you go back and watch a lot of Sonny Chiba fight scenes and stuff like that. Look at the Japan Action Club, how they train their fighters how to react to certain things. You know, it's very important. It's not easy, but you guys are kicking ass, taking names. We got intrigue. Is there betrayal here? Gonna have to watch the movie and find out. Yeah, sword fighting, guns a-blazing. Maybe some betrayal. But yeah, I am sold. Now this dude, I gotta go back a little bit here. This guy with this mask. This guy, man, is I know no spoilers, but is he a bad man?
He's
like,
not
you don't
nice.
want to mess with this character? Is that all? Can we at least say that?
Yeah.
Looks
Okay,
bad.
okay.
Yeah. Very dodgy look.
Look at that. Maria's gearing up. Look at that. Something like, see, you guys got to see the movie. Everybody watching right now, you got to watch the movie because look at her face. See, acting. You guys see what I'm talking about here? Look at her face. Something is coming, and she's like, oh shit. Like this character's like shit. What is coming my way? I better get ready. Echo 8, baby. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Hey, ho, what? It scratches the action itch, baby. Yeah. Congratulations to everyone on this project. And 5x5, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get the trilogy. We gonna get the 3-piece, the 3-piece and the soda. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Yes.
Yeah. And so we're working on to get it funded, but people are like, oh, why don't you get like a big budget for it? I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep it micro budget. Because I want to prove a point that we can still make it micro budget and still have the quality and all that, right?
That's
and then
right.
maybe after that, I think the team, we can make something bigger, so it's fine. So as long as these 3 are the way they are, I think we're happy.
Well, that sounds like a plan, and we will support that. Samurai Guy, Movie Dojo Army, we will support all the future projects. That's right. That's how we do here. But again, this is what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about, right there. Everybody coming together, working hard. Letting your voices be heard, expressing yourself, creating something that everyone can enjoy. That's what it's all about. And we support that here on the channel. So I don't want to keep you too much. Wow, we ended perfectly. So I know Takashi's got some things he needs to do. So we ended it pretty perfectly here. But hey, it was an honor to have all of you here. And like I said earlier, hey, this is your second home. That's right. You guys are welcome Always welcome to come back. So before we really end it, we're going to go around here. And Elizabeth, anything to say to your followers before we wrap it up for the day?
Yeah, just thank you for your love and support on Echo 8. And we are working really hard to bring you guys the 2 more films to complete the trilogy. And hopefully it'll be, more action sequences, maybe explosions. I don't know if we can afford that, Maria. But, look forward to that.
Copy that. Give him a man here before he has to go.
So firstly, thank you so much for all the trailers and also showing this live show today. And also we are currently working hard to distribution process to reach out to all the people who want to watch Echo 8. We're working hard to deliver the film as soon as we can. That's the first thing. And second thing is we're working on the pre-production on the 2 films, which is prequel 5x5 and a sequel Echo 8 Beyond. So it's going to be shoot in 2025. So stay tuned, and then please follow the echo8movie.com. Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna stay tuned for sure. We are excited for those projects for sure. Takashi, for Echo 8 as of right now, possible Blu-ray, DVD? Is it gonna be digital only, or it's too early to tell right now?
Yeah, we actually working on it. Yeah, but we do our best to, we're doing our best, and then the best version of it, and then deliver to all the audiences to your home. So that's all.
Copy that. All right, the Queen.
I just want to say that the reason why we do what we're doing is because we want to allow people to give permission for themselves to create and find other people who have similar mindsets who want to create, band together. They don't have to be just filmmakers. They can be from different fields to come together. So use your project, use your energy to do that. And we just hope that we will get the Echo 8 trilogy out. We're quite positive about that because we're constantly all obsessed every single day. Whenever we have a downtime, we try to figure out solve another problem, and we take on the challenge to do that. But we're really excited, and thank you so much for letting us be on this platform to share today.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Until next time. That's right. So everybody watching right now, y'all know what you need to do. That's right. Keep your eyes out for Echo 8 when it gets released digitally and Blu-ray. Any way you can watch it, they're gonna let you know, and then you make sure you support it so we can see more. But check in the description box below. You can follow Maria, Takashi, and Elizabeth on Instagram. That's right. Continue following and support them on their filmmaking journey. That's right. And if you're new here, hey, hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Old Samurai Guy. Check the other link below for Urban Action Showcase and Expo Experience. That's right. Click on the link, visit the website, buy some Bruce Lee jackets, get some Jim Kelly jackets. That's right. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. And hey, Urban Action Showcase. A little film by the name of Echo 8 will be premiering there as well. So it's making the rounds because it's badass, because everybody knows it's awesome. Spread the love, get it out there. Share the trailer, right? Share this video, get it out there. That's right. We got to keep supporting great content, badassity. That's how we do it. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Don't you guys go anywhere, but you guys watching, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.